Hey, what's up, guys? Real Estate Vince here. I want to give you guys a real quick update about today's episode, okay? Now, in the past, I know that you guys have kind of had to follow along and watch the video with me because I've been going over documents and other forms and whatnot. But today, I actually got somebody on, so it's more of a podcast setup to where you won't really have to pay attention and actually watch the video, okay? So if you're driving down the road, or if you're cleaning up, or if you're cooking breakfast or something like that, you guys can just hit play and you guys can just let the sound go, okay? So with that being said, what if I told you that a guy was making close to six figures in corporate America and climbing the corporate America ladder, gave it all up to be a home inspector? Gave it all up to be a home inspector. So if you want to find out why and the importance of home inspections to the home buying process, just go ahead and continue to hit play and play the music. So you had a job in corporate America paying almost six figures and you walked away from it to be a home inspector?
Yes.
Bro.
Short answer, yes. There's a long reason and ground behind it.
Yeah.
Short answer, man, corporate America is not for everybody. That's what I would go with, man. Just if you know that there's more out there for you, more that you could do, more that you could have more control over, try to find whatever that is.
Yeah.
Right now, home inspection is a good avenue for me. It's very lucrative. Charlotte is a great market, as you probably already know. And therefore, I decided to go down that as of right now. But that's not the only. It's not the last stop. There's more coming outside of the home inspection.
Well, first off, before we get too far into this, appreciate you coming on the show, man.
No problem.
Really do means a lot. Okay.
Appreciate you having me.
Before we get into the inspection too much, you're sitting in corporate America, what's going through your mind that led you to the decision to actually get into home inspections?
A lot of research, to be honest, man. I love research. You don't just jump into something before you know what you're really doing. So research, and I actually reached out to you to get in contact with somebody else who was actually doing the business so that I can call and get their information and see how they like it first. So after I did all the research analysis, pros and cons, weighed out the decision, I actually love real estate anyway, so it's not like I'm learning something I don't like and enjoy doing. And you want something that's lucrative, something that you're actually going to get, good paid for your times, your services or whatever. And home inspections is it for me, man.
All right, now, how long have you been doing it
now? We're going on three months now.
3 months now?
4 months. Yeah, COVID sort of messed things up a little bit at the very beginning end. But yeah, so far so good, man. We're back rolling now, so. Between me and my partner, we've done right around 60 inspections in the last 2 months. Okay, and I'll try and get back to COVID at a later point, okay?
Gotcha. But so obviously this is a real estate YouTube channel, so everything here somehow, some way ties into real estate. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to home inspection, for those who may be watching who have yet to buy a home, why is the home inspection process so important to the home buying process?
It's a great question. So what they teach us as far as the standards of practice with North Carolina and South Carolina, home inspectors are there to inspect from a safety perspective and a functionality perspective. Okay. So as if you have a family of 4 or 5 and you have small children, you want to make sure everything is functioning properly and in a safe manner as well. The second reason you will want to get one as well is for the negotiations. You can get either repairs done for free to make sure that things is up to standard, or you can actually get a recession or a piece off of it as far as negotiation and make it cheaper for you to actually purchase a home, and you can do whatever renovations you want after that. And so it's very important from not only a safety perspective, functionality perspective, but also from a financial perspective.
Okay, good.
To make sure things are good.
So I'm Johnny Buyer. I want to buy a house. I find a house, we're under contract, a realtor contacts you to come out and do an inspection. You come out there. What's your process? What are you looking for?
Great question. So, and I'll give you the whole spiel. So we start with the house. We do 2 laps around the outside of the home. Okay. On the first lap, we're doing siding and foundation issues. A lot of different siding issues depending on what type of material the house is made out of, missing loose, holes in it, not sealed properly, just anything that has something to do with where water, wind, or any kind of animals infestation can get involved, looking for termites issues, looking for roots, looking for the grading, the slope of the houses, all that type of nature. Second lap we're looking at the roof. So any roof issues, shingles, gutters, downspouts, splash blocks, anything that has something to do with rot, because water comes rot with wood and it gets in with the shingles as well. We then make our way to the inside of the home where we start in the attic. So therefore, if we had any questions about the roof, we can verify it in the attic. Also to follow the traces of water. So if there's any water infiltration that's getting in, we'll be able to see in the attic and work our way down. In the attic, we're looking for moisture content, make sure the engineering truss are good and present. We're looking for, make sure all your electrical wiring are within junction boxes. We're looking for insulation to make sure it's good and present. We're checking your furnace or your water heater, whether appliances are in the attic as well. And looking for anything else basically that's out of order.
Gotcha.
We then make our way to the inside of the home where we're checking everything else, walls, make sure there are no high moisture issues, no water, running behind there. We're checking the floors to make sure they're even and steady, making sure that they were properly secured and beams or whatever. We're also checking doors, make sure they close and function properly. We're checking all outlets to make sure they actually have good polarity. And then we make our way to the bathroom. So in the bathroom, we're checking hot and cold, make sure on the right side. We're running everything all at the same time, filling it up at the same time, and draining at the same time. Putting a lot of pressure on the pipes. That way, if there is a leak, hopefully we find it while we're there.
Gotcha.
Then make our way down to the rest of the home where we go into the kitchen. We're checking stovetop, bake, boil function, lights, ambient lights, vent fan, microwave, you name it. Run a full dishwasher cycle, check your electrical panel, and also check the water heater. So basically 100% inspection.
The entire house. Now, with me being a real estate agent, I kind of know what you guys do as far as what you guys look for. But as far as the people that are watching, is there ever a situation to where you won't go into it? Like if there's something wrong with the attic or the crawl space, is there some things that maybe the way that it can be set up that will prevent you from actually going in there and inspecting it? And how do you move about that?
To your point, yes, but mainly two different ways, two different instances. So if it's unsafe,
okay.
So for instance, if I'm have to go into a crawl space and I see a lot of standing water,
okay,
and I see an electrical line that's going through there, water, electricity, I'm not
really mix. Yeah, we like breathing, right?
Yeah. The second thing is if the seller tell me not to. There are some cases to where some stuff is personal, or they don't want me to go in there, or it's off scenes or whatever. I won't go. The third one is if I can't get to it.
Okay.
So as a home inspector, we're not supposed to actually move things because if we break it, we're liable to pay for it. But however, if I can actually get to it, or the seller gives me the okay to get to it and it's safe, I'm going in.
Okay.
Attic, crawl space, roof, whatever it is. If I can get there comfortably, I'm going to inspect.
Okay, now you said that if the seller doesn't give you permission to do XYZ, whenever you go and do these home inspections, about what percentage of the time would you say that the seller is actually at the house with you?
It's very rare. You mainly run into it when you got the FSBO, so the for sale by owner.
Okay.
So if they're selling it, then a lot of times they don't have an agent, so they're there. We did actually run into the case today. The house I just left today. Sometimes the seller doesn't have anywhere to go when the inspection is done, especially with COVID and stuff. So they couldn't actually leave the home for 2-3 hours to get the inspection done and come back. So those are the only mainly two cases.
Okay.
I would say 5% of the time, home inspections, that the seller is actually still there.
Now, with COVID going on right now, how has that impacted you specifically when it comes to your home inspections?
Me personally, since I'm mainly just getting started, like I said, I've been in the business 3 months now. For me, it's a little bit different because a lot of the agents want to rely on people they already know and trust, right?
Yeah.
So here I am coming in trying to actually gain their trust, so I need a chance. But right now, it's not the opportunity for big chances, so they go with what they know. So for me, it's a little bit slower, but like I said, as long as you keep putting out the content out there, marketing, network, and stuff like that, it'll come around.
Yeah, gotcha. So I'm going to give you another scenario real quick, okay? So let's say you're doing a home inspection and you found something that you deem problematic with the house, okay? Mm-hmm. So you go, you do your report. When you go over your report with the buyer, what's your advice, or what's your process when talking to the buyer as far as how he, she, or they should go about rectifying that issue?
Gotcha. So we do it in two different formats. So while I'm actually there at the home, we do a review.
Okay.
So after I go over the whole house, I actually bring the buyer and buyer's agent and actually go over it on the computer right then and there with them. And then I have 24 hours to send a report to them. but we follow what's called a DDID process.
Okay.
So describe, determine, implication, and direction.
Okay.
So let's say, for instance, an example is there's a roof within the leak.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's
A leak within the roof. It's all good.
Apologies. So describe it. There's the roof on the exterior left-hand side of the home would be the described part. Determine, it seems as if water has found a way to get in the home. If I can say exactly where or how, then I will. Implication, over time it will rot out things, cause higher moisture issues. It could cause rodents and anything to get in the house as well, termites, stuff of that nature. And then the direction is have a licensed contractor or somebody else to come and actually fix the issue. So before it gets worse over time.
So here in the Charlotte market, what has been the most common thing you've seen when it comes to your home inspections?
That's a hard question. So every home is different, man. So I don't try to go into the notion of this usually happens. Like, no, I let the home tell me what the issues are. So because there's some new builds that have issues. I did a new build inspection 3 days ago.
Okay.
And there's a water leak under the foundation slab, and this water just coming up through the slab.
On the new build?
New build, brand new build.
Nice.
So they're going to have to tear all of that concrete up, walls, all of that, to go in and actually repair that leak. So
nice. So let's shift gears just a little bit, okay? I want to talk about you and your partner. You work with Chris Williams.
Christopher Williams. Yep.
He has his own inspection company. What is it, an inspection company, or how do you guys say that?
So it's weird right now. So of course, so Seawell Home Inspections. That's where we're working for. It's his company right now. I'm actually an independent contractor.
Okay.
So I can do my own work, or I can work with him as well to help him grow. So I look at it as strength in numbers. So we're able to do more volume with more people. We're able to schedule stuff and get it done in a quicker time frame with more people as well. And you also have your checks and balances. So stuff that I see that I may be good at, stuff he see, we can sort of balance off each other. So we're growing together. So
okay. Honestly, so in regards to you and Chris, if someone wanted to get in contact with you guys, how exactly would they get in contact with you?
So SeawellInspect.com is the easiest way. The website, all the information details are there. Phone number 980-494-0607. Also Instagram and Facebook at Principles HI.
All right, and one last question. What areas do you guys service? Because I know you're here in the Charlotte area, but how far out do you guys go?
Within an hour and a half, so I'm not sure as far as geographic. We'll travel anywhere from an hour, 2 hours out. So I'm also working on my South Carolina license now, so within probably another month or two, should have that one. So that'll spread us out a little bit further, but we're willing to travel.
Okay. For the most part, I think I'm good. Did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, just appreciate you having me, man. I know you're very passionate about what you do. Good at the home buying process and all that good jazz. So if you have a need as far as buying real estate, not saying it just because he's my friend, but I've actually seen him in work. I actually sent him a client as well, and he gave me good regards on the back end as well. So very good dude, very good, knowledgeable, very, very good leader. I would say that much, so he can walk you through the process and make sure that you feel comfortable as well. So I
appreciate that plug, man. Appreciate that plug, all right? But hey, look, Rashad, man, that's all I got, bro. So I appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck with everything you're doing. Congratulations with everything you have done. And definitely look forward to working with you in the future, man.
Sounds good, bro.
All right, so hey, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time, all right? This one for all of y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all.